Salut, sunt Eri de la esportnews.ro, l-am alături de mine pe Savjz. Hello Savjz, how are you?
Not that great right now, but it is what it is. I'm out of the tournament early.
Yeah, I saw the games like control warriors sometimes can just win you the games. Reynad was saying that maybe if you didn't keep innervate in your hand, in your opening hand, because it's not that great against warrior control, maybe you could have got like wild growth earlier, because turn 10 wild growth is just not good. What do you think?
I think I disagree on that. I think throwing innervate from the starting hand is extremely bad, and also because I had the auctioneer, you can do some crazy stuff with it, and I was hoping that I would draw some kind of other, maybe like 4-drop, 5-drop, and so I wouldn't have to play the auctioneer so early, and I can potentially draw like 5 cards or something like that with it. And against Control Warrior, the matches are really long, and with the auctioneer, I had a chance to cycle the innervate, which is like I get a new card just because it's not that great potentially against that. I mean, getting wild growths early would obviously be great. That's what you always want to have. That's what you dream of. But throwing the innervate away just for the wild growths, it's too risky, and I definitely think it was worth keeping. They could also had like Ancient of Lord that I could have played on early turns with it. So.
Yeah, see, about your new team, I see you're wearing the curse. You now are, you have Alchemix in your team. Did you talk to him?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's out there right now, but yeah, I've been talking with Alchemix, not before this tournament. I didn't actually practice for this tournament with Alchemix just yet, but we're gonna be doing more practice and that kind of stuff in the future for sure. But for this tournament, I actually practiced with my old teammates and still very good friends, Ekop and Nimsh, and also a bit with Lothar. So even though I'm not in the same team with Ekop and Nimsh anymore, we're still really good friends, and we still like practice together, and yeah, I don't know how much things are going to change once we have 4 people in curse, but I can't even imagine that we would somehow like stop working together with Ekop and Nimsh and all the old people. It's not gonna go like that.
Yeah, of course. Now, talking about this tournament, would you prefer it to be like the Swiss format rather than single elimination, because then you could lose one game and still be in it?
Absolutely. I mean, there's a reason why Magic the Gathering is run in Swiss and the card games are, because there's more like variance involved, and there's always some luck involved, and if it's in a format like this, single elimination best of 3, I mean, coming into this we were talking about it, that anything might happen, and like just now we also noticed that Nimsh got eliminated in a really quick fashion. I think that Swiss would be so much better, and I think that eventually it will be maybe and hopefully the format that will be run in tournaments like this. Yeah, but the main problem is that the time constraints, like and like here we can only have we're doing it in parts. It's still going at round 1 as we're speaking right now, because everyone can't basically play at the same time. So I'm hoping that now, since it's on like iPad, and maybe I don't know if it's fair that players would be required to bring their own iPad or own an iPad just to play Hearthstone, but there could be something going on with the tablets, and just have like everybody play the Swiss at the same time, or maybe on the iPads, and have one game on the computers for the stream, like highlight that one, and maybe find a way to force the time on the round maybe to 1 hour. So if there was like 7 rounds of Swiss, it would be 7 hours of play. Maybe, of course, some breaks, but something like that.
Yeah, I read an interview with you for ongamers.com, and you didn't think that Blizzard would do something big with the World Championship, but now they announced it. So, what do you think about it? Are you excited about it?
Yeah, I'm excited, but it's really tough to get there, and I actually didn't exactly say that that Blizzard wouldn't do big about it, but it was like the Blizzard. I was maybe misunderstood there. What I meant was that Blizzard won't probably be running like their own league or series of tournaments or anything like that, and it's like. I'm only guessing here, but it might be that the only Blizzard-run tournaments might be BlizzCon once a year for Hearthstone. So what I was referring to there was that I would have hoped that Blizzard would maybe get more involved in the competitive Hearthstone themselves. I mean, they do support the community-run tournaments, and that's their approach, and I think it's good, but I still am kind of wishing that there was more.
Do you think we're gonna see more features now that Hearthstone is becoming an esport? Like, of course, observing mode we have to see, but I was thinking replays would be really cool to have, even to study your own play on ladder, not just a tournament.
Oh yes, I'm sure it will happen eventually. I don't know when, and it probably won't happen anytime soon, but I think it will happen. And also another feature that would be really important would be the chess clock, which if you play Magic the Gathering online, for example, or you play it in an offline event or whatever, there's the timers, which is basically for one best of 3 you can have, well, online it's 25 minutes, so each player has 25 minutes for the whole duration of that. So if they implemented some kind of like in-game timer type of thing to kind of limit the turns and yeah, some kind of clock and replays, and there's so many things that would improve the game as an esport, and I think that they will be doing those. They will be adding them, but that wasn't their focus. It hasn't been their focus just yet. And what I heard about the spectator mode too was that it wasn't on their original map. Like they didn't imagine that Hearthstone would get so competitive and stuff, and they took action. They sped up the observer mode, and I believe they are working on it right now. Now that the game has been launched on iPad, which was their like #1 priority. So those features are coming slowly but surely.
Okay, so my last question is the one I asked everybody. What do you think about the new Hunter deck? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is it good or not?
I think it's too good. I think there's some mechanics that the other classes have a really tough time competing with, mainly the Buzzard Unleash combo, and I think it's a bit maybe sad to play against that, because playing your own creatures should be like a great thing, but you have to always keep it in the back of your mind that your opponent might have that one combo, and then there's the Hunter's Marks, and your big creature might die for free also, and it's kind of like the balancing philosophy for Blizzard is to nerf the unfun things, and I think so many people consider that mechanic unfun that it's likely to get changed.
But do you think if Unleash the Hounds would be 4 mana again, would it be balanced or not?
I think the solution would be something that direction. I actually I talk with a Blizzard balance designer on Skype quite often, and I have suggested some stuff on that, but I rather not go into details here.
What do you think? My idea was if the Buzzard wouldn't draw 1 card for each doggy you summon, because that's one of the most broken things ever. Like, you have 4 minions and they summon 4 doggies and they draw 4 cards, they kill your board, and you're like, okay, I just lost the game. What if the Buzzard drew only 1 card for Unleash the Hounds?
Well, that's one option. There are many ways to change it, which would work, I think. But the main thing is to work the interaction between the 3 cards, which is Starving Buzzard, Unleash the Hounds, and the Hunter's Mark. Like the way they work together, it's extremely strong, and something that you might not have any, depending what class you're playing, you might not have tools to deal with at all. So I don't know. I think there are many good ways to change it, but it should be changed.
Ok, thank you very much for your time. Good luck in future tournaments. Eu sunt Eri de la eSport News, a fost alături de mine Savjz. Vă mulțumesc că ați urmărit interviul și vizitați-ne site-ul pentru mai multe interviuri și știri în fiecare zi.